Maxons Laqua has completed his permanent transfer to Chelsea. It's a deal worth £51 million. 26-year-old defender has agreed a contract at Stamford Bridge until 2032. And this is what he said: "I'm really happy to be part of this beautiful club. Everyone knows the legend of Chelsea, its tradition of winning, and to be a part of that is a proud moment."
Jordan Henderson, he's left Brentford. They come to a conclusion that he could go for nothing. Chelsea look like they're going to get him over the line, right?
Yeah, this one is almost a done deal. It's agreed in principle between Chelsea and Jordan Henderson, even though he had other offers. The first step was, as you say, terminating the Brentford contract. This was a long-standing agreement that when Henderson went into the final year of his Brentford deal, he would have the opportunity to leave due to a verbal agreement driven by the owner, Matthew Benham, and a classy gesture, because at the same time as this deal has almost come to fruition, Danny Welbeck's moved to Chelsea subject to medical formalities, 2-year contract, and Brighton have got a fee. So Brentford could have got something out of Chelsea, but they respected their pre-existing agreement with Henderson. It's not a formal clause, it was only a gentleman's agreement, and they allowed him to mutually terminate, and now Chelsea are expected to complete that one on a 2-year contract.
Club, and we're starting in the midfield position. The midfield position right now, we've already known that there's interest in Alex Scott and all of that. Well, what did I tell you that word on the street was? The word on the street, again, which means rumour. Word on the street was that Chelsea are keen on Alex Scott. Alonso really liked Alex Scott, but it doesn't have to end there just because Henderson walked in. So let's see what Simon Phillips had to say today. Here it is. Coming from Simon Phillips, he said, "I've had it confirmed by 3 top Simon Phillips sources now that as well as Henderson and Scott, Chelsea still plan an attempt to sign Adam Wharton from Crystal Palace as well. Absolutely game-changing the way Alonso would use him too." This, as far as I've heard, would depend on Enzo Fernandez leaving. So the plan is to get a midfielder anyway, right? Which right now does seem like it could be Alex Scott. There's the whole thing on Bruno G, but it's not moving. It's not moving like we discussed in yesterday's video because Arsenal are playing not even checkers at this point, but like Newcastle, when everyone wants to play chess, these guys are showing up with a Connect 4 board. Like, anyway, that's taking time. Alex Scott is keen. He wants Chelsea. Chelsea are keen on him. Alonso likes him. Cool. If Enzo Fernandez departs, there's room for one more. And the options that Chelsea have always had have been Adam Wharton, Alex Scott, and Bruno G. Adam Wharton, we've already spoken of Crystal Palace. Which, by the way, Lacroix and the official announcement, I don't know what's taken long. I told you this a few days ago. I'd heard everything's done. Not paperwork, sorry. That's the one thing that's holding everything up, apparently. But media was done. Everything was done. Contract signed. He's gone on holiday. He's gone on holiday. We just need to release everything that was done in terms of media. According to some others, apparently there's paperwork that needs to be put over the line. But it's done. It's done. It's a matter of time before we actually get the announcement from Chelsea that he's a new Chelsea player. So hold that. But with Crystal Palace and the discussions we've had, yeah, you don't think we've spoken on Adam Wharton? We'll see how this one's going to go. But like I've said, if we do bring in Alex Scott first, the next midfielder will depend on Enzo Fernandez leaving. So let's see how that's going to go. Let me know your thoughts on who you want down in the comment section below. Much appreciated. Now let's get to Badiashile. I gave you an update yesterday from Luca Cercioni.
They will know 100% that Bruno Gimmesh definitely wants to go to Arsenal. We kind of know that anyway because he's kind of intimated privately to Newcastle United that if, and it's a big if, Arsenal meet a price that they are comfortable with, that they feel is his valuation, he would be open to speaking to them and open to joining them. He doesn't want to be that player who is in the Isak scenario where he's not going to go on strike, he's not going to do any of that. He understands the position that Newcastle United are in. I would expect Arsenal to make some sort of formal move sooner rather than later on this, because it's gone so far down the line behind the scenes for it not to go anywhere. So it's clear the player wants to go and Arsenal want him. The problem Newcastle United have got is, well, on the positive side, he's under contract. They're under no pressure to do any business. But again, the will of the player. And if he really wants to go, then Newcastle United are going to have a decision to make.